there and welcome back to my channel. My name's Eva, career coach and customer success director and hiring manager. And after sitting in on hundreds of interviews and recently eavesdropping on one in a cafe, here are the top 3 things you should never say in an interview. Let me know if you're guilty of using any of these. The first happens close to the end of the interview, and it's normally candidates who have a little bit less experience, and they say, "Whatever I lack in experience, I make up for with hard work and being a fast learner." And just, sorry, but it's like that sleazy guy who comes up to you in a bar and says, "So aside from being sexy, what do you do for a living? Are you a parking ticket? Because you've got fine written all over you. Do you have a map? Because I keep getting lost in your eyes." Okay, no more of those because I could go on all day, but I just find that sentence a little bit unnecessary. It feels like it's trying to mislead someone and you're not backing it up with anything. So you're much better off finding an actual example of something that you worked really hard on, something that was difficult but you learned really quickly and how you dealt with that, rather than just putting that sentence out there because that doesn't really add anything to your interview. Also, as a side note, if you're finding that you never really have quite enough experience to go for the role, yes, I advise going for it anyway, but you shouldn't have to apologize for it. Once you get in somewhere, you'll be able to prove yourself. Don't set yourself up for failure before they've made the decision. I'll be honest, you're probably better off giving them a 10-second dance break. Okay, second thing never to say in an interview, "I'm the best person for the job." I mean, cringe. Also, I won't go back to that guy again, but the point is, they have to question everything you say in an interview. So if you're so confidently saying that you're the best person for the job, but maybe they have some questions about you, or they haven't found a bit of your experience that they're perfectly happy with or perfectly convinced of yet, then you've kind of shot yourself in the foot. So instead of saying that you are the perfect person for the job, you could say, "I feel that my skills and my experience really line up for the job. What does the perfect candidate look like for you?" Because then you might get a little bit more information on what does the perfect person look like. And if you haven't demonstrated one of those skills or one of the things that they want, then you get a second chance to do it. But jumping in saying you're the best for the job, I mean, maybe you're not. Okay, third thing, never to say in an interview, and this will catch you out really early on in the interview stage when they ask you, "Tell me about your past work experience up until now." And the biggest mistake people make is not to relate it back to the original role. So their answers will sound something like this: "Well, I had this role at this company and I stayed there for a year, and then I moved on to this role at this company, and then I moved on to this other role, and that's me." Now, you haven't really given the interviewer a lot to work with. What you should be thinking about is, when I was at this company, I worked on this kind of project, which I think is going to be really useful and I can really bring something to this aspect of this new role. So always relate it back and find ways to talk about your achievements. What did you do better than just your job description? What did you achieve? How did you stand out? And how are you going to bring that experience into your new role? So, were you saying any of those 3 things? Well, hopefully I've given you some better answers to give you the best possible chance of landing that job. Good luck. If you enjoyed this, give it a thumbs up and subscribe and hit the bell for new career videos every Friday. Let me know what you think in the comments, and thanks so much for watching.